Before we dive in, I've got something for you. If you're studying for the ARE, you don't need to figure it out alone. Inside my free resource hub, you'll find study guides, resource guides, pop quizzes, and other tools designed to make exam prep a whole lot easier. Head to dci.beyoungdesign.com/resources or check the link in the show notes to grab it now. It's completely free. All right, enjoy the show. The holidays are coming up and they're an exciting time, but just like we're talking already, they can also be a little bit of a chaotic time. Figuring out how to actually enjoy the holidays while also staying consistent with the routines that you're in. Sometimes it's like there's two things. It's like either not wanting to enjoy the holiday or not feeling like you can enjoy the holidays at all because you're having to study or you have an exam, maybe in January or something, or you're enjoying them and stop everything and then lose that momentum. So we want to figure out a way to create that balance so it's enjoyable and not also too stressful or overwhelming. The other thing that happens a lot when we go into the holidays is interacting with friends and family who like to catch up and ask how we're doing and see how our careers are going. And a lot of times that question can come up about exams. I wanted to just check in, like, how are you guys all feeling about holidays coming up? Is there any common question or comment that you typically hear from your friends or family during this time? So what I would recommend is exactly why we're having this conversation, because going in with a plan will really help, first of all, protect your energy and protect you, and then also allow you to already have a game plan of what you're going to say if something comes up. So if you have any sort of feeling or worry that it might bring you down or add on stress or anything, it's totally fine to have boundaries where you either don't talk to them at all about it, you don't, there's different tiers, not at all, or you talk to them after the exam, or you keep it very vague. You can share that, maybe you're really excited about your career right now and you're really excited about potential growth in your career and in that's coming up, and you're really looking forward to bringing that into the new year and sharing that with them because you are excited and allowing them to be excited with you too, without necessarily being really specific about what that means. Right, because you don't have to necessarily there's nothing shameful about it or anything where you're feeling like you're having to be sneaky about it or not be able to share it, and also sharing what we're excited about is really fun with people. What I've learned a lot with goals, and because I have the same way, there's a few people and it's really hard to share news with because they are, they do it out of love because they have a lot of fear, and so they like to kind of put that on me. So if I have these ideas, it's, oh, well, what about this? Or, oh, well, have you thought about this? And it's because they have those worries. And so I have learned, I don't want those worries put on me. But so there's certain times where I'll share things, and there's also certain ways I'll share it. So a lot of times if I have a goal, or if I have maybe something outside the box that I'm doing, which I tend to have a lot of those, I will usually share it later. I guess I wait until I feel strong in it, because there's a lot of times when you're starting something new or you're going into an exam and you're already feeling like, is this the right path, or am I doing the right thing? Or, you're not super solid, strong in it. So you have to figure it out for yourself before hearing the noise of other people's drama. So figuring it out for yourself. And then once you're feeling, okay, I feel good in this, where if someone does say something, I will feel strong enough to be able to either put up a boundary and move to something else, or be able to defend it where it's not going to break me. Does that make sense? One thing that I used to get a lot was, why is it taking so long? Because of course the people usually saying, why is it taking so long, have no idea what the process is like. And so they're not doing it necessarily to be spiteful or whatever. But I remember just having it be a question that had to figure out what I was going to say for that. So one response that I ended up just saying is just that, it's hard. It's a challenging process. And also I would always throw out the stats like, oh yeah, average time it takes for people to go through the exams is over 2 years. And so usually just by saying that, it's kind of like, I didn't need to say what year I was on or where I was, but just kind of leave it at that and normalize that it is a longer process. Because again, most people just don't really know. Like if you're going to talk to someone who's getting their doctorate, you're not going to say like, why is it taking so long? Because it's just society, it's more known. So that was one way I was doing. A lot of the questions that would come up from family during the holidays, it was more of me not educating them, but just very matter-of-factly saying, oh yeah, it's a long process, and then moving on or deflecting to something else like, oh, what are you looking forward to for next year? And then the other thing too that they can ask, or like, when are you going to pass? Or even unsolicited advice about it. So coming up with strategies, some like and also figuring out where you're at comfortability wise with discussing it for, when you're around family, so that it's not bringing you down or negative or anything. So, and remembering too, if you do have someone like a friend or a family who also is on the path and maybe they have passed or anything like that, just remembering everybody's path looks so different. And so it's just a time of year where you end up being around more people than usual, and certain things can come up. Goals and staying on track and all that during the holidays. So obviously it's a busy time. One thing I really want everybody to go into the next 5-6 weeks is just focus on the progress and don't worry about it being perfect. So like if you have an awesome study routine right now, like luckily Mind Over ARE goes through until right before Christmas, so you'll be able to keep with that momentum. But if during the last couple weeks of the year aren't looking like they are right now, that's totally fine, and allow yourself to just be more flexible during that time and know that getting back to it in January, you will. So just focus on that progress. I want to hear from you guys. What's one exam-related goal that you want to achieve by the end of the year? Just a reminder, during the holidays, if you keep up with little progress, that's wonderful, but no need for it to be perfect. Thanks for listening today. Hey, remember, you've got free resources waiting for you at dci.beyoungdesign.com/resources. And when you're ready for deeper support and to come hang out with us, join us inside the ABC Club and ABC Club Premium, where you are going to get the help you need to pass your exam and actually enjoy the process. So don't let another week go by without moving forward. Take action. You got this. Check the links in the show notes and join us inside the club.